Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nikki. Today's video is a Bath & Body Works haul. These are my favorite kind of videos, just like sharing the new products that I've gotten. So I've got 5 new candles, well 4 scents because one of them I got 2 of, and I've got some hand soaps to share with you guys. The first candle I got, I am in love with. This is Iced Lemon Pound Cake. First of all, I love the gold lid on this. I think it is so pretty, and the packaging with the little butterflies is very whimsical, very cute. So I love that, A+ in that area. The notes on this are sugary glazed icing, pure lemon zest, fluffy pound cake, and whipped cream. Doesn't that sound amazing? And this really lives up to those notes. Okay, this is my favorite lemon bakery scent ever. I think what makes this stand out to me is that it has enough of the vanilla cake element to it. It's not completely lemon. There are some scents I've had that are a lemon bakery scent that the lemon is kind of all you get. You get like a zesty lemon, kind of juicy, a little bit of that like kind of alcoholic limoncello vibe, but you don't really get much of a cake scent out of it. That cake note stands out, and it does. It smells like a dense, moist, sorry if you hate that word. It smells like a dense, moist pound cake that is just dripping in that sugary sweet icing. It is so delicious. This is mouthwatering. I am excited to see how it performs. I got 2 of them right off the bat, honestly, without even smelling it. This was an online order. And just from other people's reviews, I was like, okay, I really think I'm gonna like this. So I got 2, but I actually want more. And I haven't felt this strongly about a candle, and I don't even know how long. Like, if the throw on this is just as good and the performance is just as good as it is on cold, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna need a lot of backups. This candle is one of my favorites that they've put out in a really long time, and I love it. They have lemon cake pop out right now too, which I believe people say it's the same as London Tea and Biscuits. I never had that candle, but I've heard so many people say that they're the exact same scent. I do have lemon cake pop. I do really enjoy it. The difference between the 2 of them is that lemon cake pop has this sort of dry, crunchy cookie element, which is the bakery component of that scent. So it's actually, I burned it this morning, but it smells to me, I've said this before, but it smells like the Lemonade's Girl Scout cookies. So if you've ever had those cookies, they're the ones that look like little lemon slices. They're really cute, and they have that kind of crunchy vanilla base, and then they have like a hard lemon frosting on top. They're delicious. That candle is good too. I like it a lot. But it doesn't have this sort of warm, moist cake feel to it. It's more of like a dry, crunchy cookie. Whereas this, to me, is so much better. I love it. I can't say it enough. Like, so good. If you want a good lemon cake scent, that's the best one I've ever had. Okay, speaking of lemon scents, I also got fresh lemon waves. So the notes on this are summer citrus, orange vanilla blossoms, and surfside breeze. So it's interesting because I guess it does say summer citrus, but it never says lemon specifically in the notes. And this candle is not heavy on the lemon at all. Like, I'm surprised they put that in the name, other than maybe just to get people to buy it who are really into kind of citrusy scents. This smells like sunscreen. It's a very at the beach, suntan, saltwater kind of a scent. There is a tiny bit of citrus, but very light. Definitely some white floral in this as well. But if anything, to me, the strongest scent here, I guess when they say surfside breeze, that's kind of their saltwater air kind of scent. That's what is the strongest. This really smells like a sunscreen scent, which I don't have any of those in my collection. So I'm actually glad I got this, even though it is not what I expected at all, but this will be perfect in the summer. This is definitely a summertime candle. Like, I would not burn this in the spring or any other time of year. This smells very beachy, summery. Don't expect a super lemony, sweet sort of a scent. You're gonna get white florals and sunscreen. That's what this smells like. And then I also picked up Pink Shores. This is another one of the newer ones. I was really interested in this. So the notes are candied island berries, soft rosy dunes, lemon sugar, and ocean sea mist. So again, we've got kind of a citrus note and that ocean spray note, but then you're mixing in candied berries and then soft rosy dunes, which, what does that mean? So the reason I picked this up and kind of what I was wondering is if it smells like cotton candy clouds or boardwalk taffy, because it has those candied berries in it. And it really does. It has a very cotton candy kind of vibe, kind of like the Love Cotton Candy Champagne that was out at Christmas time. I don't smell a lot of citrus in it, but it is probably just there to kind of tartan up the sweetness from the berries, because sometimes if you just give berries that little hit of a citrus, it adds this extra kind of tanginess to it and you don't even notice it, but it balances well. Aquilina Pink Sugar to me does that really, really well. To me, what this smells the most like is Love Cotton Candy Champagne that was out over the Christmas time. I do have that candle and I actually have not burned it, but I've used the body care quite a bit and this does remind me of that body care. It's not exactly the same, and I think they tried to give it a little more freshness to make it more summery, but to be fair, I don't find that scent to be particularly wintry or Christmassy. I think that scent could go all year round. I think this is more of just like marketing to try to make it more summery. But this almost smells like it could have like watermelon or even like a little bit of orange in it. Not super prominent, heavy on those notes, but definitely smells like a mix of fruity notes and like a creamy sort of vanilla base to it. As far as like sweet berry scents go, I think this one is really well done. It kind of has a cotton candy feel to it and it's really good actually. I'm excited to burn this one. And then the last candle that I picked up was Sweet Carrot Cake in the Somebody Loves You packaging. Somebody Loves You. So here's the packaging. They also had Tutti Frutti candy in this packaging, only it was blue. This is super cute. It has the Happy Easter lid. This isn't my favorite packaging. Like I find it a little bit like, I don't know the word for it. I don't want to call it tacky, but I think that for the holiday, for Easter, it is cute. The notes are sweet cream cheese frosting, fluffy carrot cake, and cinnamon spice. So this is very, very much a spice cake. I know a lot of people say this, so you've probably heard it before, but it smells very fall appropriate. And it gives you those sort of cozy baking fall vibes, but in the springtime. This one reminds me of a pumpkin chiffon cake that my grandma used to make, and that was also it was like a pumpkin spice cake, and so that tells you that this smells more like spice cake, cinnamon, nutmeg, that type of scent more so than anything else. But it does have a cream cheese frosting note. I remember last year thinking the cream cheese frosting note was pretty prominent. Whereas I don't get it as much this year, but I don't have my last year's one to compare it, so it could just be that my memory's a little bit off. But again, this one's really cute. It smells nice, and if I don't get through it all this month at Easter time, I'm gonna save this and burn more in the fall because I feel like they could just repackage this exact same scent in the fall and call it like cinnamon spice cake or something like that, and do the packaging up for like a bakery theme with a picture of a spice cake on it, and it would do really well. Because it smells more like that to me than anything else. All right, that's it for the candles. Let's talk hand soaps. So this is one that I've wanted to get my hands on, because it's a hand soap. I wanted to get my hands on this for a long time. This is Pistachio Cream Puff, and I finally went ahead and ordered it. Packaging is gorgeous. The notes are pistachio, almond, and whipped vanilla, and if that does not sound like something I would love, I don't know what does, because I recently kind of have an obsession with nut notes in fragrance. This is so good and so different. They have not put out any other pistachio fragrances that I know of, but this has like that pistachio ice cream feel that's like sweet, but it has that really salty note to it. It definitely has like a distinct like salty nutty note, and then balanced out by the vanilla. I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna love this so much. I got 2 of them, but I'm gonna go through this so fast. Like my hands are gonna be clean because I'm gonna wanna keep washing them. But yeah, I think it's just interesting because we don't get a lot of just straight up like salty nutty notes from Bath & Body Works. We get almond, and I love their almond scents, don't get me wrong, but that's more of like a creamy, sweet, nutty scent. And then they always put vanilla in there and it smells good, but this is right up my alley. It very much smells like pistachios. So if you like pistachios, if you like pistachio ice cream, I would give that a try because it's done really well. I also got Vanilla Cloud mainly because, I mean, I love vanilla scents and look how cute it is. So the notes on this are whipped vanilla, apple blossom, and sandalwood. This smells a lot like warm vanilla sugar. A lot like it. Let me see if I have an old warm vanilla sugar. Okay, I don't have, I think the only warm vanilla sugar product that I had only had a little bit of lotion in, and I think it went bad, and so I ended up having to throw it away. But this smells way more like that than it does like any of their other vanilla scents. It is, the first thing you get is going to be vanilla. That is the main note in this, but the kind of floral and woodiness in the base add a kind of maturity to this. It doesn't smell overly sort of gourmand bakery. It doesn't smell foodie. It doesn't smell like vanilla extract in your pantry. This is more of a sort of like perfumey vanilla. I do really enjoy it, and I think people who get turned away by the kind of sickly sweet vanillas will really like this because it is vanilla that is done in a way that is a little bit more fresh and a little bit more sophisticated. A lot of their products that they put cloud in the name of, I've noticed, have this similar sort of airy, fresh note, a sort of powderiness to them. And it just invokes the feeling of like crisp air and the outdoors because you have that freshness. And so I've come to sort of expect a little bit of that from their cloud fragrances, even Cotton Candy Clouds, which is very, very sweet. Don't get me wrong. It is definitely like a gourmand cotton candy scent. It does have that little bit of the saltwater breeze note in it. Same with like Boardwalk Taffy. So yeah, if you like vanilla scents, but you don't want one that's like super sickly sweet, you might like this one. All right, then I got coconut cream pie and this Coconuts About You. I laugh because my 2-year-old daughter right now thinks the word coconut is so funny because one week we were in the car and my dad asked, he was like, Claire, where's your coconut? And then he pointed to her head. He's like, here's your coconut. And so now every night before bed, I'm like, where's your coconut? Then she points to her head. Then she points to my head. She's like, mommy's coconut, daddy's coconut. I don't know why. It's a funny joke in our family. So every time I see coconut, especially written coconut, like how my daughter says it, that's what I think of. Anyway, this is one of my favorite scents in their body care and their candles, so I already know I'm gonna love this. The notes are toasted coconut flakes, caramel custard, and golden pie crust, but I have not yet smelled it. And the hand soap formulation, it smells exactly like the body care, like really heavy on the caramel custard note, which is one of the only caramel fragrances from Bath & Body Works that I don't find sickly. I don't know if it's because in this fragrance they have enough of this like custard sort of lactonic creamy note to it that it just doesn't come off as like syrupy gooey caramel, but I really like the way they do caramel in this particular fragrance. And the pie crust note, they always do a great job on their pie crust notes. It's very buttery, it's very warm, it's very decadent, and so this scent is one of my only favorite coconut scents. A lot of coconut scents to me are just a little bit too tropical. It's just not my favorite note. I don't dislike the scent of coconut. When other people wear it, I actually find it very pleasant, but it's never what I gravitate towards. However, when you put it in this much of a gourmand bakery fragrance, I do really like it. So excited to use that one. And then 2 more. This one I really bought purely for the packaging, I have to say. This is Pink Peach Blossom, and I think it is so pretty, like for Mother's Day. The notes are peach nectar, magnolia petals, and mandarin. This smells a lot like Peach Prosecco Macaron, but definitely has more of a floral note, whereas Peach Prosecco Macaron has more of a vanilla note. I wouldn't say, see, Peach Prosecco Macaron I was hoping would have a little bit more bakery, like a little bit more of a cookie note to it, similar to like when I talked about Lemon Cake Pop, how it has that crunchy sort of cookie note to it. I hoped Peach Prosecco Macaron would be peach, but with a cookie note, whereas it's really just more of a vanilla peach scent. This is the same peach, that fresh, juicy peach note, but it also has a sort of white floral in the background of it. which makes it really appropriate for spring. I actually think my mom might really enjoy this one, so I might give this one to her. My mom really likes fresh florals. Anything that smells like it just came right out of a garden. She likes like fresh cut lilacs. She likes a gardenia scent. She likes like the candle flower shop. She loved that one. So I think, yeah, magnolia petals. I think that is that's definitely the floral note in this. I don't smell mandarin. Let me try again. I don't smell mandarin, but it's probably just there to make it a little bit more tart. But yeah, it's gorgeous packaging. If you are interested in like a peach floral, this is a pretty one. And then the last one, I picked this one up also for the packaging because my mom's birthday is this week. So I'm going to give this to her for her birthday along with some other stuff. But it says, "Love you, Mom." It's obviously out for Mother's Day, but since my mom's birthday is in April right before Mother's Day, it always works out that Mother's Day things are out right around her birthday. So there's a lot of like mom packaging that I can get for her. So that works out well. I have said this so many times, but I always like when they put the gold rim around. I think it's so pretty. And like on Vanilla Cloud, where it's sort of the diamonds on the gold rim, I think it's gorgeous. Anyway, this is just champagne toast. It's champagne toast, but it's in a Mother's Day packaging. The notes are bubbly champagne, sparkling berries, and juicy tangerine. You guys probably know what champagne toast smells like. If you like Bath & Body Works, they like to repackage it all year long for all sorts of different seasons and holidays. And it is a good scent. It is a very classic Bath & Body Works scent where it is a mix of sort of this bright, effervescent, bubbly champagne with a good juicy berry note to it. It is pretty, it is girly, it is very bright, it's not super sweet. It's sweet but not too sweet. It's not super like gourmand. It doesn't have that bakery note, but it's also not too fruity. It's not too fresh. It's kind of just a mass appealing right in the middle scent that most people love. Side note, this, ooh, that time when I smelled it, I actually got a lot of the juicy tangerine. Champagne toast is honestly just such a safe fragrance if you don't really know what someone likes. Most people will like this. Maybe not in like body care to wear all day long, but at least in like a hand soap, most people will like this because hand soap doesn't linger as long. This scent, side note, reminds me of being pregnant because when I was pregnant with my daughter, it's so weird. When I was pregnant with my daughter, my first trimester, I hated pretty much all fragrance. And I remember being like, is this going to be how I am now? Because I love fragrance. Hated it. I hated Vanilla Bean Noel, which is my favorite scent ever. I hated anything like gourmand. I couldn't drink coffee. I lit no candles, and the only soaps I used, I could tolerate fresh cotton. I had one soap that was fresh cotton and lemonade, and that's what I used every day. And then I got like unscented soaps and lotions. And I don't know what it was, like scent made me sick. Aqualina Pink Sugar and Prada Candy, oh my gosh. They just made me feel so sick. But anyway, about halfway through my pregnancy, I started being able to tolerate scent again, and champagne toast was actually one that I quite enjoyed while I was pregnant. So that's the only time that I've actually owned like champagne toast body care, and I really enjoyed it. So that will tell you something. If a pregnant woman who hates fragrance and can't tolerate much can still tolerate champagne toast, it's pretty mass appealing, right? But at that point, I also then started adding back in some of my other favorites. It was really just the first trimester. I hated all fragrance. So I don't know, if at some point we decide to have another baby, I'm just gonna have to prepare to like not like fragrance for a while. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, that was a complete tangent that I just went off on. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I had so much fun filming it, and I can't wait to use these products and get them put away, especially the Pistachio Cream Puff hand soap and those Ice Lemon Pound Cake candles. I'm really excited to get started on using those. But again, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know you're here. Like this video if you haven't, and subscribe if you subscribe. I can't talk today. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.